Hi, I'm Cameron Krakowiak here at the Davidsonian. I'm excited to share some great insights into some of Davidson's finest scholar athletes. Here with Jonathan Hammond, senior spotlight. First year, you come on the scene, you're starting, and you kind of like take the Davidson football world by storm by leading the PFL in tackles and sacks. What was it like coming on and being such a big, crucial player your first year?
I did not expect to have that kind of role as a freshman. I feel like I've always worked hard, so when I was thrown out there, I felt ready, but definitely very nervous. Didn't think I would be playing as much as I did, but I'm glad it worked out that way.
You win a couple of PFL championships, and the mantra of the football team here kind of changed. What led to like all the good program success?
The first year of the coaches was a year before I came in, and that was their first recruiting class. And I think from then on to my next class was like, all right, now we've like the culture has been established that we're changing things at Davidson. The football program is something we care about here, and that was reflected with each of the recruiting classes. I felt like they were getting brought in, and I mean, props to the coaches, like the players on the team, both amazing and their athletics and academics as well.
How was the adjustment jumping from high school to D1 athletics?
It was a big adjustment. I went to a high school where in total I had 400 kids, so I think I had 86 in my graduating class, around that number. So my football team was really small. I hadn't learned technique or anything, which is surprising to me. How many people in high school do not learn technique-based stuff in high school coming into college? So coming here, that was a huge change, just like how I went about like practice and how scheduling is here. Like everything is so much more like routine. Like you have this like application that sets up your schedule for the day, shows your classes, your workouts, all that stuff is in order for you.
How do you think Davidson's athletic program is going to prepare you for the real world?
I think that it teaches you amazing real life skills such as time management and a lot of leadership skills and sports in general that just translate into the real world.
What's your favorite memory on this field right here?
It's actually against the team that we played last night. Not the last night game, but 2 years ago when we played them. I got a pick six versus them on the other side of the end zone. And they ran the same play twice, which was not the smartest thing. They actually got a false start the first play, and then the coach went back. My guess is he's like, they don't think we'll run it again. And I jumped it, and I picked the ball off, and I scored. And I've never had a pick six on defense, so that was huge.
What do you think of the new field? I don't know how much in detail you can go about that, but have you played up there yet? And are you excited to see what it's going to look like in the spring?
Tremendously excited. I have seen the new field. We went and practiced on it last week, actually, which was really cool. So it was the first time we've ever practiced on it as a team. Unfortunately, we won't be able to play in it this year. Completely different environment. It's kind of got that bowl feel, so you kind of feel like everything is like inward focused on just the field, which I love. I felt like there were no outside distractions. I love this field somewhat, but there's just so much going on here that I feel like once we get that field ready to go with just the new facilities it's going to bring in some incredible athletes, and I think also further change the culture here for football at Davidson, because you now have this awesome stadium to go to.
Yeah, where do you want to see the program go with the new stadium?
Be a dominant force in FCS and keep improving. I mean, that would be incredible. Obviously, dominate the PFL and take over, complete domination, and keep winning in playoffs. That would be incredible.
What was it like your freshman year playing in the spring, and then you guys went to Jacksonville, right?
Yeah.
To play them in the FCS tournament. Like, was that kind of crazy to be jumping into this first year?
That was a very different environment than we had played in terms of like stadium and like amount of fans. Absolutely amazing. I loved it. I mean, when you like the more fans you have there, like just the more you feel like the energy coming off the people, and just the more like every play seems like it matters like that much more. So that was a cool change. Not the outcome we wanted, but good step for the program getting to the playoffs and playing a team like that.
When you first got here, who was kind of the person you looked to like as your mentor?
There was two. Tyler Chisholm was a senior defensive end. He had converted down from safety on the defense, and he was my mentor. So I talked with him, and he was, I mean, just an incredibly extroverted person, and didn't care at all like that I was a freshman, and like incorporating me with the team and with the group. So that was really inspiring and helpful. And another guy, which everyone knows, Chiciodo, is just probably one of the best people I've ever met in my life. Very faithful, and he taught me like hard work. That guy was one of the hardest workers I knew too, and just like how to be a good person. So
when you leave this program behind, what do you think your lasting impact you want it to be?
I hope that, well, as a leader and a captain on the team, I hope that I inspire other people to take on that role. I also just kind of want to keep pushing the program and like how good we can be and our mindset. That's something that's really changed from the past, just taking football more seriously at Davidson. In the past, when they were losing records, they really, like, I could see from talking to the people that maybe football like wasn't as important or as prioritized as the coaches may have wanted it. And Coach Abel and the rest of the coaching staff is changing that. So I hope that people can see my passion and take that and use that for themselves and for others on the team.
Yeah, what's the next step for you, you think?
Who knows where the world will take me, but I'm ready for it. No matter what, I believe the Davidson set me up really well for whatever experience is thrown at me.